2026 is Miss Houston, Regan Hutsell.
And with those words, Regan Hutsell went from Miss Houston to Miss Texas 2026 and fresh from her crowning moment over the weekend. And before she starts her journey to the Miss America pageant, Regan is here with us this morning, chatting and giving us all the behind the scenes tea. Good morning to you.
Good morning. It is such a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
We're so excited to have you. If you can, take us back to that moment we just showed. What was going through your mind while standing there with Miss Park Cities? And take us through the feeling of hearing your name actually be yelled out.
Honestly, in the moments beforehand, it was truly the fact that one of our lives was about to change forever. That entire week, Stephanie and I had spent the whole week side by side. And so standing there with her, we knew that something historic was about to happen. When I heard my name being called, I honestly think, and you can see it on my face, it's absolute pure shock. Going into the week, that's the dream, to hear your name being called at the very end. But when that dream becomes a reality, I can't even describe how surreal it felt. I think I was honestly having an out of body experience. So grateful for the opportunity of a lifetime that was ahead of me, but equally as much knowing that it truly had happened was something that had only been a dream up until that point.
Wow, wow. And to even see you surrounded by sisterhood in that moment, I think is so special. And honestly, personally for me, even as an adult, seeing another curly girly win is so incredibly exciting. I know there's a ton of little girls who are watching you represent for them. And so tell us, because you looked stunning while doing it, your evening dress, who were you wearing?
I was wearing Giovanni and I absolutely fell in love with the asymmetrical neckline. I knew that it was just different and it was special. And as soon as I put it on, it just captured how unique of a moment that it was going to be standing on the Miss Texas stage. And I truly wanted something that was going to make me feel so beautiful and feel like I was standing out, and that captured my personality, which has that regalness, that elegance, but also has a little bit of something that's different and fun about it.
Yes, indeed. Well, red seems to be your color. You've even got it on this morning. I like it indeed. Very good. Let's talk about you a little bit before you got to this moment. You were actually a Radio City Rockette, which is incredible. That was actually the talent that you used as well. You danced to Le Jazz Hot from Victor Victoria. And so tell us about that Rockette journey and then why you chose that song and routine as well.
So my journey on the Radio City Rockette stage happened when I was just 18 years old. And that was honestly, like I said, this moment was surreal. That was one of those first surreal moments of my career. And Rockettes has truly shaped so much of who I am, the history and the legacy. And now getting to step into the history and the legacy of the Miss America opportunity is a beautiful way to continue that journey. When I was thinking about picking my talent, I really wanted something that would feel like an ode to that journey and that chapter of my life. I truly fell in love with the music, Le Jazz Hot from Victor Victoria. If you can hear, if you ever listen to the song, there are so many drum beats and the musicality is so beautiful. And when I heard it, it just captured my attention. It made me feel the joy of dance that I fell in love with when I was just a 4-year-old little girl taking my very first ballet class. And as soon as I felt that joy in the song, I thought, this is something I want to share with the audience. And from then we went on the journey of choreography and came up with this wonderful solo that I was so excited to perform. And it was truly just an honor to get to share it on the Miss Texas stage.
Wow, wow. The joy that you speak of, it literally just radiates off of you. I can feel it through the screen. And so tell me how you plan to spread that joy over your next year. I know Miss America is coming up quickly, but just your overall platform that you hope to represent Texas with.
Absolutely. So my platform is called Build a Home, which gives kids and people and individuals of all ages the tools to build a better inner dialogue. Throughout my journey as a professional dancer, I really struggled with building myself up in my internal narrative. And after having an eating disorder and recovering and finding the other side, I needed tools along the way that helped me get here. And as I was thinking about what I wanted to carry as Miss Houston before I was Miss Texas, I thought I'd love to give everybody, as many people as possible, these same tools that I use on recovery. And so when I go and travel around, I bring my little toolbox, which has a whole lot of household tools, which I use as mental mindset metaphors. So I have like my hammer that I carry around that talks about breaking down belief systems that aren't good for you and building up narratives that are stronger and better. So it's truly about kindness, it's about empowerment, it's about stepping into who you are and the purpose that you're about to have and carry with you everywhere you go.
Amen to that indeed. Tell me, Miss America, like I said, it's coming up in September. And so tell me how you're prepping and preparing.
The exact same way I prep for the state pageant, which is absolutely wonderful. The fact is now preparation just keeps rolling over. So when it comes to my talent, I'll be back in the studio rehearsing it. When it comes to being in the community, I now have a wider community that I get to impact and involved with, which is wonderful. When it comes to interview prep, I have my coaches in place and my people in my community. So prep really just rolls over. Today, I actually head to our dress sponsor, Terry Costa, and I get to pick out my brand new gown, which is another exciting moment.
Oh,
So prep is
wow.
underway and a lot of it rolls over, but now it's just continued and it's ramping up for the pageant.
Well, what an incredible run you've already had, and we are pushing and rooting for you as you continue your journey. And congratulations again on this win. Take in the moment, because I know the work continues. Thank you for being here this morning.
Thank you so much for having me. It's truly a pleasure.